Yeah, speaking of
Reflex
wings.
Radio in the building. On call with China Doll. Happy Monday. Shout out to everybody that's been watching, sharing the videos and the clips. Make sure you download the Reflex Radio app, as well as subscribe to the YouTube. Subscribe to my YouTube, China Doll. We got interviews back to back. And we just had Nitty in the building, but we got the El Jefe
Shout
himself
out
in
my
the
nigga
building
Diddy.
today.
Yo,
And Gio. We got Gio in the house.
And Geo. And his plus one.
Just know, nah, you're not a plus one. This is my gang for real. I
Yo,
love him.
I
Uh,
Joe. I called Joe earlier. I said, "Yo, I'm about to talk to her about that flyer. Yeah, we got the boss man in the building. And oh yeah, by the way, Geo's with him.
no, it was together. What you mean?
you see, this is what I deal with on a
What
day
you
to day.
mean? It was together, right? You
Yes.
ended up working the event, which we'll get into in a second. So I figured it'd be smart to do, you know what I mean? At the same time.
You
Pause.
know what the problem
Um,
is? The problem really is like it be your closest people, right? Niggas don't want to really see you be great.
It's a
You know what I
fact.
mean? You see how you sitting
So
back
that's
judging
why
the whole
that's
situation?
why that's why I ended up working the event. But we're gonna you said
we're
we're gonna
gonna
get
get
to that
into
in the
it.
event.
We
Yeah.
are.
Yeah.
But
Wow.
I'm excited for both of y'all tonight, and we'll get into some topics. If y'all start to get off on a tangent, I'm gonna have to clip it. But
Real is
What
back.
what are you- what
yeah,
are you, what are you, what are you trying to say? You accusing of or something? Like what? What are you
yeah,
getting at?
I know how y'all are.
All
Y'all,
right,
you know what I
copy
mean?
that.
It goes all the way left, and we got to bring it back. But
Nigga,
want to give a big shout out to Joe, first boxing event for the books. Um, Super proud of you. It really turned out
appreciate it.
really well. How did you feel after it was finally completed?
Um, you know me. Like once I finish something, it's on to the next project in my brain. So like for like
Hmm.
niggas like him, they my wife, you got to tell me, yo, step back and enjoy the moment. You know what I'm saying? Like be proud of what you did, and it's like I just can't stop working. So like I was
Hmm.
proud of the moment. I think it was moments in the event that made me really like, yo, this is crazy. But afterwards, it was like
Give me one of
accomplished.
those moments.
The real moment, the two moments. Um, One was when Dave knocked Julius down,
Mm,
and I actually felt the floor shake, like from the people,
Shook the
the
room.
roar, like yeah, like the whole
Shook
room
the room.
echoed. It was louder than you know what I'm saying? It was.
yeah, yeah.
I was like, whoa, like this is a crazy moment. And then obviously when Nitty got out the ring, like that's like a historic moment for Staten, in my opinion. So like those were the two moments I was like, yo, this
That
is
was
this
that
is
was
crazy.
emotional
Mhm.
to even watch. I'm pretty sure it was emotional for him, but
Hmm.
for me to watch that was emotional for me.
A lot of people don't know Nitty was a high ticket seller. Like so for the people to come
Hmm.
out and still support him all the way to the curtain, that's fire. Shout out to
Then on
everybody
top of
that
that,
held it
then
down.
I'm not from Staten, but the running conversation that is Staten don't show love to see
Yeah.
so many people pull up and like Nitty had a whole section to himself. You know what I'm
Facts. The
saying?
whole other side.
Yeah. So to
Yeah.
see that entire section and everybody was in one area
Hmm.
and when he came out of the ring, you know what I'm saying? Um, I think he was a little dejected because it didn't go the way he wanted, but to see everybody lift him up the way they did, yeah, that was an emotional moment. You know what I'm
Yeah, I
saying?
think those were
Indeed.
the two moments that really was like, yo, this we got something crazy going on. And obviously Will winning it. I don't think a lot of people from where we from really know how important that Will and Brandon fight was because, without that
Hmm.
fight and then obviously me trying to get a fight for Gio, I wouldn't ever really even put the card together. Like that wasn't in my thought process at first. Cause remember that was supposed to be on another card.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then we had this idea when me and Gio was doing celebrity boxing. I was like, yo, bro, we gotta do our own event. So I was like, I gotta make it happen. So that right there, for them to stay with me for through three events almost, that was to actually see it happen and completed. It was like, wow, we really did that. Like the story was
Yeah,
told.
you really
You know
did
what I'm saying?
accomplish a lot.
Yeah, it
And
was it was difficult, but I got it done.
you did. And I think that it's just going to be easier for the next ones to come to put together. Um,
for sure.
And I know Gio was supposed to fight this card, which I was really looking forward to it. But he ended up helping out in a whole different way. So how was that for you, Gio?
It was bittersweet, of course. It was because I put in a lot of work to
Mm-hmm.
get, but people don't know I lost over 80 pounds.
Over 80?
Yeah, for that fight.
Shit.
So I worked nonstop. I damn near starved myself.
I
You know what
mean,
I'm
I
saying?
did see you put in the work.
To the point he had to tell me, as my trainer, he had to tell me like, yo, you gonna have to. He had to tell me like to take days off because my body was, you know what I'm saying, my arms had started hurting.
Mm-hmm.
Um, you know what I'm saying? Not that my body was like turning on me, but it was just, I was overworking myself. You know what I'm saying? So he had to tell me to take days off. He had to tell me like, yo, you gotta go eat something. You know what I mean? So I was like relentless on um trying to get into shape. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, the people that I work with, I'm like they took Joe will tell you like, yo, Gio's the hardest working dude, but that's because the people I work with, they're in such phenomenal shape. You know what I'm saying? So I have to keep up.
Mm-hmm.
Have to keep up with them. So
And a lot of our guys are
um
young too, like 20-year
yeah,
olds and shit. So
I'm literally the oldest person on the team. So, you know what I mean? You know, just that alone, it was very emotional. I know he was getting tired of me because I'm a cancer, so I was very, very emotional. You know what I'm
What
saying?
was
Like
the
there was
hardest moment for you, Gio?
losing the fight, losing the opponents. Like I was losing opponents left and right.
You think
Shout
they
outs
was
to
just scared of you?
my first opponent, no. Um my first opponent, he just didn't have the awareness of what the fight game was,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't have nobody in his corner to like tell him, like to guide him, like, yo, this is how you gotta do things. So for a lot of us, this was our first fight. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? Everybody on the card was green. You know what I'm saying? With the exception of the co-main event, everybody that was on the card was green. So this is, even though they might have had like fights at, for instance, celebrity boxing, that's where I got my start at or whatever. I had two fights, but those aren't sanctioned fights. You know what I'm
Mm.
saying?
Yeah.
So for all of us, this was our first sanctioned fight. Um, you know what I'm saying? So to work that hard to get there, and like I said, I don't think my first opponent was scared of me at all. He didn't really know nothing about me. I don't know nothing about him. And I actually said that like on a live to try to bait him,
Mm-hmm.
and he didn't like that at all. Like he called, he's like, yo, he think I'm scared. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, Joe, what
and
do you think happened
with the
with
first
the
fight,
first one? The
yeah,
first one.
he's spot on because we do a lot of obviously we there's opponents, but like we all have conversations. There's no
Mm-hmm.
like animosity where like one person don't know what the other person's doing, whatever. So he was in tune with what was going on. It was frustrating because we didn't know how much he didn't know that he had to get done. So it was like, yo, bro, you wait until the last minute for everything, and he's thinking the last minute is the day before. Like I could just show up. You know what I'm saying? So like I think he wasn't.
Mm.
A lot of people aren't like for me. Like for this event, I wanted to get everybody's books for them. I'm not doing that for the next one because it is tedious work and whose physicals get turned back. Like it gets to be annoying. So like for him, I know they both wanted to fight. You know what I'm saying? It just even for him, it was difficult for Gio to get his books. So he'll tell you it's not an easy. It's not. And once you start approaching
yo,
at
they
those
gave me
older
the
ages,
most.
over 38, like it
Mm-hmm.
really becomes a task to get it done. So I knew he wasn't scared. It was just the time frame. It felt like that not being the case. So
Now the rest of the dudes, I don't know what the excuse was because we were talking to other people. I had literally after the fight with Ali fell through,
Mm-hmm.
I literally have four other fights in mind. Not that they were confirmed, like three of them were confirmed.
Mm-hmm.
One of them we spoke to the trainer, and he seemed like he seemed like him and his fighter was on board, and then they just disappeared. And then same thing with the other ones. Like it was just, we initially we talk and what I personally think is that I don't think it was out of fear. I just think their trainers when they went back, a fighter just wants to fight. You know what I'm saying? So I think when they went back to their trainer, I think their trainer was like yo, this dude has been training since August. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you're setting
And
up these fights, are you talking with the fighter themselves or their trainer or coach?
well, everybody has to.
I
For
usually
me,
speak to the fighter. So,
yeah.
and then the coaches sometimes they chime in and say what they feel like they should do. But the problem with that is your fighters are taking the fight before you're clearing it, and then now that
Mm-hmm.
turns into all right, we got something. Okay, now we don't have nothing. So like it was too many people stepping before they was ready. You know what I'm saying? So like
Yeah,
it
yeah, yeah.
ended up being a headache because of that.
So do you think that's something you're gonna do different for next time of just direct contact with?
Nah,
All right.
that's the fight game. Like I don't
Mm.
really I don't have no problem communicating with people. I'm just not gonna take on extra tasks for them. So now I know like if this is something you had a problem with in terms of
Mm-hmm.
physicals, that's just your problem. It's not your problem and mine. You know what I'm
And
saying? So like I could just clip you and
Yeah.
you gotta be a little more I'm gonna make sure you have to come to the table prepared. Like not to cut you, G. A lot of guys were having weight issues. Like before I even accept you on a card, I got to see you stand on the scale and take a picture of the numbers. Like I need to know you legitimate, so I'm not banking on your
Valid.
card, you
Yeah.
being on the card. So
like he said, that's literally the fight game. And it's not just an amateur thing. It's not a you know. I have one of my closest friends. He's like big in the pro world,
Mm-hmm.
and he was telling me, yo, he was instrumental in getting the fight for Bud and Errol Spence, and that fight was supposed to be with somebody else, and he was like, yo, the dude, same thing that happened. So you think it happens on just one level. It
Happens on all
happens.
levels.
It happens on all levels. It's just a fight game. Fighters are weird, bro. They're weird people.
you know
Yeah, I
what I
see.
found out too, like, and when I'm in panic mode, not that I panic often, but if I'm starting to feel like yo
I
something's
do.
not gonna go right,
Mm-hmm.
there's other people like the USA guys there. Like so, shout out to everybody for the team for USA. When he was reading the bout list off, and he's like, "Is this fight still good? This one's still good." I'm like, "Yeah, everything is good, but we lost 2 fights." In my mind, I'm like, "Damn, I can't believe we lost 2 fights." He's like, "Oh, that's it? That's not too bad." So like, this is how
Okay.
regular it is, and for me being first panicking over things that is normal. And we're doing a
Mm.
lot better than other events. He's like, "That's it," and I'm like, "I can't believe it's 2 fights. Like, there's just two sides to experience. You know what I'm saying? So
Mm-hmm.
like that's
Yeah.
gonna be a fun way for me to free my brain next time around. I don't have to worry so much with that.
Exactly. No, that's
Yeah.
good. And Gio, was how long did it take with for the 80 pounds? Like, what was the time frame?
Yeesh. Well, like I said, I started training. Um, I started training like seriously training for this fight. I started training in August,
Mm-hmm.
but I guess I guess like the summer. Um, yeah, like around August. I say that like soon as I took my daughter home soon as I took my daughter back to Orlando. As soon as I came back, we was locked in. So yeah, August, I would say.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's really good. No, you
Yeah.
honestly did your thing. You put in the work. Um, but you're planning a fight for the spring card?
So that is the plan. We're already talking to a couple of people.
Mm-hmm.
Um, with we're in talks with the original fighter because he definitely wants that fight. For a few reasons, I don't think he liked the way I was talking. I don't like the way he was talking. So
I
you know
mean,
what I
it's the part
mean?
of the game, though. Everybody's gonna be talking
Yeah, there's no
spicy. It's competitive.
animosity. There's no animosity, you know what I'm saying? But he called me an old head and he like 2 years behind me. So I'm like, how you calling me an old head? Like, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm gonna fight the old head. You know what I mean? I'm like, so yeah, so when I jumped on the live with Joey and Sherrod,
Yeah.
I was like, yo, he's scared. So he ain't like that too much. So he called back and he was like, yo, old head think I'm scared. So yeah, so he just he wants to fight just as much as I do. But we will have some um viable options.
Okay.
You know,
It's a
so
good way to put it.
yeah, we will have some viable options going forward. So if that should anything happen to that fight, that was another thing that was disappointing is that I had a lot of people that were pulling up for that fight to support. You know what I'm saying? Not as much as Nitty. Nitty worked his ass off to selling tickets, but
Hmm.
I had a lot of people. I probably easily would have had the second most people there. You know what I'm saying?
I think it would have been between you, Nitty, and
It'd have been
Dave.
me
'Cause
and
Dave,
Dave.
Yeah,
yeah.
Dave had
'cause Dave
Dave.
had the whole
Yeah,
corner next to me.
Dave had a yeah. He packed out a whole.
Yeah.
He packed
But
out a
but
whole
but that's
corner.
but that's by default because he's from AC too, though. So like you got to take
Mm,
that into account how many people travel for Nitty to be in
which
that
is a
building.
Yo,
lot.
that was another thing that was like, because again, the running theme is that Staten don't support. So to see people just come there just to, you know what I'm saying, they watched all the fights. They stayed for for all the events. Um and to take that drive and to support him, that was one of the, like, you asked him like what was the biggest moments. That was one of the biggest moments for me. You know what
You
I'm
know
saying?
what? I
That was
can't
that
say
was
Yeah.
that
the
'cause
biggest moment for me.
it might be just as crazy because I don't know who traveled to support Dave, right? Because it could be the same situation. We don't even know. So it's between the
Yeah.
two of them. They really
I say
they
that for
they
me because I don't know, we just met Dave, and but I don't know his people. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
I know the people that travel for Nitty. You know what I'm saying? So to see all of them travel and to see them, you know what I'm saying, to cheer him on, and you know what I'm saying, just to show him genuine love. Like that again, that was, to me, that was dope. To see Dave's moment. Dave's moment was dope.
That
Don't get
was
me
super
taken up.
dope. It was dope for
Don't
yeah.
me too, especially after
and
interviewing him.
knowing everything that happened with Dave leading up to the fight. You know what I'm saying? Like behind the scenes, like Dave had issues.
He
Dave
had
had
a
his
lot of
own issues.
obstacles. Yeah,
Dave
which he
had his
told
own
me.
issues. So for him,
Hmm.
leading up, Dave had haters. I mean, Dave had like, Dave had haters. Like, you know what I'm saying? So to see people rooting against him, to see, you know what I'm saying? To see, all of that. And then Dave also confided, like, like, yo, I'm trying to get people to come support, but it's, you know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't know people were gonna come support him. So to see the amount of people that did come support him, that was dope. You know what I'm saying? But again, because I know Nitty and I know everybody that was in the building for Nitty
Hmm.
personally, you know what I'm saying? That was a dope event. And they stayed after and came and partied with us after.
Yeah,
You
the
know what I'm
after
saying?
party.
Yeah. So, for me, that Nitty's moment, that was the biggest moment of the night for me. You know what I mean?
I think
Um,
no, I think though it was really special. And I think it just showed the amount of brotherly love among everybody, right? Like no matter what happened, the outcome of any fight, everybody still got that support and also everybody pulling up for Joe, right? Being your
right.
first event and
Appreciate it.
didn't matter how long the drive was, stood the night, went to the after party, right? It was just everybody just spending that time together. And I know you said that you give Joe a hard time during your training. So what was one of the
Of course.
hardest moments? What
I'm
was one of
probably
the
I'm probably the most annoying. I'm probably the most annoying person. Like I'm pretty
well, at least you're
sure.
self-aware.
I'm pretty sure
You should
he's
be. I
like,
tell him. I tell him. Like,
um,
you know
because you
that.
know why? Because again, I put in a lot of work,
Mhm.
and I know how fickle this game could be. So it's like leading up to it. Like I would call him at like 7 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
7
Like, yo,
a.m. is crazy work.
I mean, that's not crazy for us because that's around the time that we talk. But
It's
Mhm.
crazy for
so off the
tears.
wake up,
It's
off the
crazy.
wake up, off the wake up, and tears is crazy. But
Seriously.
I just registered what he said. But
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah, never tears. Tears is crazy. Um, you know what I mean? But anyway, as soon as he answered the phone, yo, what up? Yo, did you talk to Yo, and then it would go from that to, yo, bro, I don't even want to fight no more. You know what I'm saying? Like I get real emotional. Like, you know what
But
I'm
if you already
saying?
know this is part of the game, why let it get to you?
Because again, like it's a sport like this where you putting blood, sweat, and tears into that.
Mhm.
You can't help that.
Mhm.
You can't help but and then everybody around you is working just as hard as you are. Everybody around you is, you know what I'm saying, like we all feeding off each other's energy and things like that. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, this was his first event. So like I had other opportunities to fight. You know what I'm saying? I had an opportunity in October to fight. I had an opportunity 2 weeks after this event to fight. I didn't want to fight on those events. I wanted to fight at this event.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I said it was bitter. It was very bittersweet to me. But after a while, I just was like, yo, you know what? God does everything for a reason. You know what I mean? And
I agree.
um, it just wasn't my time. And he ended up saying like, yo, I ended up needing you to work the event.
Yeah, I seen you
You know what
running
I'm
a lot.
saying? Yeah.
Yo,
So he's
the team from everybody, like it was, if one person wasn't where they were at that day, the job would have got that much crazier. Like just being able to run gloves and get them disinfected while I'm trying to keep. It's so many
Mhm.
moving parts that he helped me so much. We fight we could argue all day, like, but he know that's my brother. Like I couldn't have done same. Like he did so much of the shit people don't see. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? Like people are not looking at who's got to go get the gloves. You got to chase the guy. Yo, gloves, gloves. Nobody sees that. You just see people celebrating and shit. He's got to
Mhm.
go make sure that's brought back, sprayed down, cleaned up. Next, it's a lot of
KC
to get
too.
back in place to enjoy the next fight. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
like it's a lot going
And
on.
shout outs to KC because KC did a lot of that too. Like, we had like
Oh yeah, I
Jar
seen
bought
him focus. He was just
yeah,
like in the zone, going back and forth.
yeah, KC was working hard for us, you know what I'm saying? But um yeah, KC did a lot of work behind the scenes. You know what I mean? So um
Everybody, like our team, the Showboat team, like everything it was a
Showboat team was
lot of
so
moving
the
parts.
Showboat team was so dope. To see all of that and to see how they treated us, the Showboat team was so dope.
Yeah,
So
it
Yeah,
was a
there's
good
a
yeah.
lot that goes into place to put an event together. So many details. Um, you want to make sure like you have everything crossed off your list, and then roll with the punches if something doesn't go your way, right? And but it went really good. So, Joe, anything that you're looking at changing with the next event coming up?
Oh yeah, a lot. For one, like I said, with the fighter process of me even
Mm-hmm.
entertaining the thought of you fighting, I gotta know you have close to a weight limit that you say you are. You know what I'm saying? That
Mm-hmm.
that alone could have fixed 2 fights for me. The event itself, one major thing is now I have to barricade the front row because everybody, I can't even blame any particular group because our people were rushing Nitty, and you know what I'm saying. So like, what a lot of people don't understand is if you crowd the colored corners, red or the blue
Mm-hmm.
corner, the fighter in that corner could be disqualified, and there's people touching the boxes and things like that. So
Really? Oh
yeah,
my
so
god.
there's a lot of
Yeah,
rules
because
to UFC boxing.
you holding up the event.
And you shouldn't. You're in the field of play. You're not. That's
Yeah,
why
Right.
if you
yeah,
see the cameramen, they're only allowed in the white corners, and if you do, you can't be right there because it's like being on a court. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
A
yeah.
basketball game. So
Mm-hmm.
people were rushing that had no business rushing. They were pushing officials and shit like that. That's
Oh shit.
can't do that. So I'm gonna make sure, like, because once you see a barricade, you're already telling yourself, I'm not supposed to cross
I
this
can't go
line.
Yeah.
past this.
I
Mm-hmm.
already set up a system where it was open for people to walk. So that one's on me. So I'm gonna make sure we're gonna make the row a little further back and a little more closed off. That way, if
Mm.
you're gonna go crazy in your area. It's all right. Just you can't be in the ring
It's all
area.
right.
And
Okay.
yeah, like
Okay.
and we were going crazy. If you look at any of the videos of Gio,
It was, yeah.
he threw his hip out. He's all, you know what I'm saying? He's
You
jumping
blew
up and
your hip
down.
out?
He thought he was
Yo,
27.
yo, you see what I'm
What?
you see what I'm talking about? This is the shit. I was waiting. First of all,
I just see him screaming. I don't
first
know
of all,
about the
I
hip.
didn't blow my hip out, right? I twisted my ankle, and I didn't realize I twisted my ankle to the next day. You know
This
what
is
I'm
what
What?
grown
saying?
niggas say. I'm old too now, so I understand this. It's a
But you
fact.
see what, like he said, yo, it be your own man's, because nobody needed to know that. You
What?
know what I mean?
It's documented.
Well,
Nobody needs to know that.
Bro, your
it's
heel, yo,
documented.
hold on. You know what's crazy? When you did that jump, right? Nobody's seen it like I seen it. Your heels touch your back pocket. That's crazy to me.
Yo,
But
the cheerleader jump is crazy. You've never seen me do that in your life.
until that day.
Please don't get on here and tell these people that lie, bro. You've never seen, yo, that's,
Maybe you haven't been
bro.
that hype.
I mean,
before,
that shows that you've been putting in the work. You could like the weight.
Don't
Yo.
co-sign that. There's no
My
reason.
legs did not do this, bro. My legs did not do this, bro. You are
Not the visual.
That's not. All I'm
That's
saying
not what we're here for. That's not what we.
Nah, that's not
But the
what
one
we
of the
here
moments you was screaming, I was hyped. It was like you just felt the energy from you.
Yo, so there was two major moments, right? There was well, no, three, because Mello getting his win
Shout
was
out to Saint,
exciting for
too.
me.
Shout out to Saint.
Shout outs to Saint.
Tough guy. He's probably one of the toughest individuals on the card. He got knocked down, I think, 3 or 4 times and was right
and
back
got
on
back
the
up
And
and
still,
didn't quit.
yeah.
And did not
he's
quit.
tough. We'll talk about him too, but yeah.
Right. But to watch Melo get his win, that was exciting for me. To watch again, if you're not from the Philly, Jersey area, you don't know how serious that Brandon Will fight was. So to watch Will get the win and win both belts. That was a big point in the fight for me, in the event for me. And then the Dave knockout.
Yeah,
The
the
Dave
whole room was
knocked
crazy.
down. The Dave knockdown. Dave getting that knockdown, like I said, just seeing everything that Dave went through to get to that point, even moments before the fight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because I spoke to him the night before, or like 2 nights before, and had to give him some advice, and he still pushed through no matter what. So
yeah, so just leading up to all of that, and then seeing Dave get that knockdown, you know what I'm saying? That was extremely exciting for me. You know what I mean?
so next event, you're not jumping, right?
I became a fan. I became a
he got to fight. He can't be jumping. He don't got it like that no more. But that's why one of the things. That's why I can't fault anybody, because we were going crazy. So that's why
definitely better structure. And you're only gonna know this by actually going through your first time.
Yeah, and I see in the nitty video, I was trying not to ruin the moment. Like, yo, go back a little bit, because they're still in his corner going crazy.
Yes, I saw that when they put the video out.
Yeah, so like we gotta. That's one thing. A little bit better crowd control. I think that might be the number one thing I changed.
Okay. And are you planning on to have more fights for this card, or same amount?
So I'm happy that we didn't have as many fights as I had on the paper, because I think that was a comfortable amount of fights. Like, it was right to the point where the crowd didn't get restless. So I think anything over 10 fights is unnecessary. We got 9 fights out of the way.
Agree.
One more fight wouldn't have been. But then again, you don't know if you're gonna get a night full of knockouts, and now the night went like this.
Then this shit goes mad fast.
Yeah, so I think 10 fights would be what I aim for. Just in case 9 fights was cool. You don't get a lot of knockouts in boxing like that, like you would in the MMA.
I was about to say, I don't think people will really understand how tough it is to get a knockout.
So we get 2 knockouts for the night. That's pretty good. I think everybody be happy with how long we're in the building. So I think 10 fights is the max to where I want to go.
And
not to cut you off, I ain't gonna hold you. The success of that event, I've been to other events that I'm like he'll tell you, like, we've been to events that we like looking at each other like, are they serious?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So to that event, I think he doesn't take enough credit for that. He put together an event where there was not one whack fight on the card.
No, honestly, I was entertained. I was there the whole time.
Yes.
I think everybody was entertained. And he doesn't give himself enough credit for all the stuff he does. But that's for another conversation. So
I'm trying to learn to take a second and just appreciate. You know what I mean? You know what? I
accomplished a lot of things.
I think when I realize it's when I'm doing something else, and like I can reflect back to that. Like being able to put like the trailer for Route on the live stream makes me appreciate how much we did for route. That makes sense because
Mm.
it's like I can use it later. So like at the whatever next cipher I do, if there's something that I could promote the next boxing event at, it's like wow, I got enough traction in that lane that that feeds to the next. You know what I mean? So like I
Yeah.
think that's why my brain is always on go. Um,
How'd
trying
you
to think,
feel about the performers?
like the artists that walked
Hmm.
out. I feel like everybody did their thing. I'm familiar with all of their music, so it wasn't like I was shocked by. I think I think they all did the same like good enough walkout where it's like, yo, bro, I want to see them again. So like I think Smooth did his thing. Blizz is just Blizz. His energy
Yeah.
just when Blizz does whatever he does, he kind of takes over the room. And I
Hmm.
feel like the same goes for Selling and High. Like that record was catered to Nitty. So
Yeah.
like that whole walkout was like, all right,
I
this
agree.
was
Mm-hmm.
done properly,
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
right? To the point where it's like, yo, he can't lose because this was so done.
Yeah, it
It was
was so
done
good.
so
Yeah.
masterfully. Like it's like you felt like you was watching a champ come out. And that's kind of what I wanted to give the fighters. That's why if you notice, we did media workouts, we did things that you don't see at amateur events.
Hmm.
And if anybody take this, you know where you got it from. Shit is dated. But we give people that pro experience. That's what I want. Like
Hmm.
I don't want to just go to an event, people coming out, you don't even know who they are, and then that's just it. You know what I'm saying? Like even to the point we don't give belts out. I'm not doing belts for everybody.
I was just getting ready
Right
to say
now,
that.
yeah, Will is the middleweight champion of Parker's Place Boxing League. There's not gonna be another middleweight champion. If you want a champion,
You
you want
gotta
to be a
fight
champion,
him.
you gotta go see Will. Will gets to
Hmm.
carry that like I'm the fucking man around here in this division. I want the fighters to feel like that. To the point I'm gonna have multiple divisions because there's heavyweights, there's heavyweight masters. So that's something
Hmm.
we're gonna have to deal with later. But like right now, Dave got a knockout in the heavyweight division. You gotta come see him right now. You know what I'm saying? For
Yeah.
like that number one spot. Like, how do I give another heavyweight a belt just because when you got a guy that he dominated that fight pretty much. You know what I'm saying? It was
Yeah, I
I
agree.
don't really think he was in danger at all. And Julius did a great job. No slight to Julius. But I feel like he should feel like I'm number one contender around here, not just a heavyweight. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
I like what we're doing with that. So the performers were dope. The fights were all good. Enjoyed everything. The whole night was fire.
And do you think we're gonna get more ring girls for the next event?
I think we're gonna get a lot of everything for the next event. I think I'm gonna have to turn down because I didn't even boost post yet, and I'm getting
People messaging,
yeah. So like I feel like there's gonna be a lot of everybody trying to. That
trying to be
happens
a part of
at
it.
the event. You know what I'm saying? So like
Hmm.
there's a lot of we're gonna have a lot of everything. So
Which is good.
anybody intrigued, the email, I'll put it in the comments when you drop this.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I'm sure there's gonna be a lot of people.
yeah, for sure.
But I think you should also think about people to help you out with certain things, since you already know,
Listen, the team,
you know what you need.
the team is a strong team. We have a lot of people that you don't even notice. Like even Vinny coaching, he had on a walkie. Like it was a
Hmm.
lot of. I think we had a strong team. I don't think it was chaotic at all. It was
No,
just the
well,
first
you
time.
didn't see anything from the outside, so
Yeah, so it was. I think we did great. Now I know what to do with the next one. It's gonna run so
mhm.
much smoother.
I think you're
A
gonna be
lot.
just less stressed
Yeah,
now with planning it, which is
for
good.
sure. Hell yeah.
Which is good. Um, so Gio,
Yes.
have you gone back to like regular, or you're still like on a strict diet, still
Oh no,
working
no, no.
out?
So I took a moment. I did take a moment to crash out. But Joe will tell you once I'm focused,
Mm-hmm.
like it is not it don't take a lot for me to get back refocused. So tomorrow we're back in the we're you know what I'm saying? Like I took time to enjoy the moment. Like, you know what I mean? Everything that went into even though I didn't get to fight, I did take time to enjoy that moment. Like watching my brother put on an event, you know what I'm saying, and watching it be successful. You know what I mean? So with that being said, like I took a moment um after the event, I told him I was like, I'll be back next week, which is tomorrow. So um, tomorrow we're right back at it. And I'm back to training. I'm back to 100%, you know, my diet and things like that, and trying to come down on more weight. You know what I
I got to
mean?
give you credit too. Not a lot of people. I don't think I know anybody, honestly, that could get within a fight weight range as quick as he can. Like
Yeah, that
the
was
nigga,
great.
he'll be like, "Yeah, how much did you lose in the 3 months? I lost like 90 pounds." Like nigga, what? Like and he'll do
and
it
this ain't
so
the first time
rapidly.
I've
Yeah,
done that. So
it's
um
crazy how fast he could drop
Not
weight.
everybody can lose weight quickly. Like I can lose weight quickly, right? Like it's you know
right.
your body, but I also can put it back quickly. So it's just about
That's my
balance.
problem too.
Yeah.
So um
That's
you
why I
know, so
asked, like, did you go back to like your regular thing or are you
yeah,
keeping that?
I was just getting ready to say. So I like I said, I crashed out. You know what I mean? Like because it was
You had your moment
yeah. So it was the holidays and
and
things like that. You know what I mean? So I had my moment, and but like you said, it's easy. I could feel the weight. I
mm-hmm,
don't know. I could feel the weight. uh, coming
you
back
can
on.
come back
Pause.
quickly.
Yeah. So um, the difference between back then is I would gain the weight and then you know just continue to. Now I'm more conscious of it. So now I'm like, and I'm getting older. So I'm like, I can't keep doing this. I can't keep, the roller coaster,
Yeah.
gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, because it's such a drastic change. So, what I mean, I can't keep doing that. That was another thing. Like he said, I don't think nobody on that card worked harder than me, but nobody on that card had to go through as much as I had to go through to get that
Mm-hmm.
fight. So that was another reason why it was emotional for me because my doctor.
You know what? Not to cut you. I feel like one person that we personally know that did Nitty worked like in terms of like
I
the
heard you
fitness part of it. Nitty was pulling gym sessions after 13-hour days, like and still trying to, you know what I'm saying? So like
Right.
that's
Yeah, that's true.
difficult. He was squeezing in lunch break runs to Planet Fitness when he could. Like so that's a lot of dedication and work to try to squeeze in
yeah, and it's a lot on
enough
your body.
training for
You're
that
tired.
fight. A little bit of time.
Nitty was exhausted.
Yeah.
Nitty was
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
going to the gym
Nitty was
exhausted.
showing up, like he looked like he no energy left, and he was still getting it done. He's going to Brooklyn to get his book. Like he was doing a lot. Nitty definitely
So
worked very hard to get that fight. I gotta give Nitty his credit for that shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
that for real. And I'm proud of you, Gio, too. Right? You even
Yeah.
though I know it didn't pan out the way you wanted, but be proud of yourself of how far you come health wise and
Hmm.
know that you're gonna be ready for this next one. And before I let y'all go, do you have any thought, Joe, on who's gonna be the main fight?
If it's gonna be a surprise for the island, if it
Hmm.
goes the way I want it to go, but if not, Gio's one of them. Gio's co-main event regardless because he was supposed to be co-main event for the last event. So we gotta. Hopefully, I got a good fight lined up where the people are gonna be happy from out here. But we got some good fights on the card.
Okay.
Yeah,
Interesting.
yeah. The people gonna like
Um,
it when I drop the card. The people are gonna be happy with that.
will that be anytime soon?
This week, hopefully, I'll have a couple announcements. I
Oh,
can announce one now since it was pretty much booked here. We got
yeah,
Nitty
you
and
give me
LP2 happening, so
oh
that's
well,
coming
yes.
down.
That's
So that wait for that might be the fly I drop first because everybody's expecting that, and I think it's definitely
I
worth
think
it.
everybody's super hyped for it.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, and they dropped it in the comments today too.
Mhm.
And he as well agreed, and I think the energy is gonna be there for that fight for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
So, um, well, this is good to get the insight, and now that Gio's gonna be fighting, are you gonna have another runner for you?
And you said another runner for the
Yeah,
block.
because Gio's gonna be fighting.
He can do both. Yeah.
A match.
To be honest, I asked him, he put me as the co-main event. I asked him to put me at the first fight so I could, because I turned into such a fan.
Yeah, he want to watch the whole shit.
Yeah, I'm like,
Mm,
you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, yo, put me at the first fight so I can get my fight over with. You know what I'm saying? I can just watch the event. Yeah, 'cause I was like you said, I was the runner. I was security. I was,
I was security,
picking up props. I was the equipment manager.
which is
People,
super important though.
yeah. So
So,
you know what I mean? You know, that was another thing that that he didn't he realized until this was a learning experience. So that was another thing that
Yeah.
shout outs to Brian Costello. He helped us out a lot.
The
But
whole event was possible because of him.
bro, it was basically us versus them. It was
Mm.
basically our guys versus because he every time, like he said, we ended up losing fights or whatever, and Costello came through for us. You know what I'm saying? Even with me, Costello found like 4 or 5 guys when he met me. He met me the day of the fight. He was like, "Oh, I'm so sorry I couldn't." Such a genuine dude. He was just like, "Yo, I'm so sorry I couldn't get you a fight." He's like, he's like, "Yo, but I got." He's like, "The next time I got you." And like I said, it was just the timing and my age that I couldn't get the fight for this one.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Well,
saying?
like you said, everything happens for a reason.
Everything happens for a reason.
And I think everything worked out smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
And before I let y'all go, Joe, how do you feel that you have your own boxing league now?
I feel like I should have been did this. We let niggas live too long.
I know you talked about it like years ago. But
we're the new now. So like I feel like I'm exactly where I needed to be at the right time. So I feel good. We ready. 2026. We're gonna make a big stamp. We already started strong. So
exactly.
It's time.
And for the people that are wondering, when does Route drop?
I want to drop that around fall. I got time to like really invest in some good episodes now. So I'm gonna drop it in the fall. Hopefully. Definitely this year.
Those little snippets and little teasers. It was good.
They've been crazy, right? They've been crazy.
Yeah.
If we dropped the first episode just because like I just want to make sure people were in tune and like had an idea what we had going on. Everybody enjoyed. So we're gonna aim. It's definitely happening this year by the fall. In my opinion, I'm gonna have it by the fall. I'm gonna work my hardest to make it happen by the fall.
I mean, don't put too much in your plate, but
we're going Gio, spoiler, Gio gets shot in the 3rd episode, but it's gonna be all right.
He looked confused.
That definitely doesn't happen.
You don't know it yet. He's just telling you now.
Exclusive. Some people, Walking Dead vibes. Like some people don't know they're getting off the.
Well, you know what? You know what?
Don't worry, Gio. He still didn't even give me a place either, so it's fine.
He said Gio gets shot. He didn't say Gio gets killed. So
that's true. That's true.
You know what I mean? So you got to
valid.
Gio gets killed in episode 3.
Wow, that's crazy.
We're gonna have fun with the show though. Gio's gonna be in a few episodes for sure.
That's good though. This is exciting. I'm excited. Everyone that you're listening, thank you for tuning in. Make sure you share the live, share the clips when this gets dropped, especially the one Gio doing cheerleading jumps. But
and
download the Reflex Radio app.
Joe doing the "Where's My Hug" at? You know what I'm saying? With his arms up.
You know what I mean? All I did was show love to the crowd. You know what? We behaved ourselves. You know how difficult it was to behave.
You guys did behave yourself today, so yeah.
You pushing the envelope here, brother.
Yeah, we did behave ourselves.
That's a fact.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Download that Reflex Radio app. Make sure you subscribe to the YouTubes. And if you missed on the first event in Showboat, you don't want to miss the second one. I promise you, it's gonna be a movie.
Follow Selfmade Joey. Follow on Instagram. Follow Selfmade Joey. Follow Coach.
Like this guy. That's why
you don't even know his handles.
PPB. No, because I always say PB and J. Like follow Coach PPB. Stands for Parker's Place Boxing, and follow Parker's Place Boxing League for all your updates. If you are a fighter and you're interested in getting in the card, do not message him about that. That goes through me. So if you have any video footage or you just have aspirations or whatever, send me your information. If you have a coach, tell your coach to reach out to me or whatever.
But what's your page? You gave Joe's pages.
Gio the Villain. So,
Gio will be scouting, helping me scout. Gio,
okay. Real quick, now that you said that, any females for this card?
Yes, we're working hard to have at least 2 female fights. So,
exciting.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So,
all right, cool. Well, make sure y'all go follow that each page, and if you know anybody that want to fight, hit up Gio.
Yes.
And I appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
for tuning in with me and behaving.
Yeah, we did. We did good.
It was very difficult.
We be back though.
We need a one that's a little off the handles.
Yeah, let's talk some
I'm
shit.
with that. I'm with that.
All right, cool.